bitch when I'm out with Charlie. And we keep more eyes on us than the show iCarly. Bad bitch, make it where you can't get over me. Your ass a pussy, I'm a bubble like a ovary. I'm talking every day, you gon'
We have breaking news. Are you ready? Chat, I said, are you ready? Come on! Put your hands together for our emergency broadcast. The first time ever dipping our toes into me sharing my opinion. I know. For the first time in my life, I've decided to share. Ladies, gentlemen, NBs alike, welcome to... I don't have a name for this, but we've got breaking news, and I'm here to tell you, the loyal viewer, the humble listener, why you should watch Netflix's Battle Camp. It's a new show, premiered this week, but it was actually filmed a while ago, according to my research. It was filmed many years ago, and people have been forced to hunker down, shiver in silence, and now they can fly like an eagle and celebrate their success for what I believe is a pretty fun show. It's not the greatest thing you've ever seen on TV, but it's certainly not the worst. And in terms of like shows that have come out recently, I do think this is the top dog. We love to see it. They may have stolen my idea as I've been working on this Buddy Games YouTube video, but we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide. Let me introduce you to your host. Is that how this works? I'm your host, Quindolyn Rivers, and I'm here to tell you why. Buddy Games, not Buddy Games, Battle Camp, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. Battle Camp is here, and it's worth celebrating, okay? The Netflix stars, the Netflix reality stars, I feel like exist in such limbo. I'm happy that they have a space to celebrate fun, unique personalities across all kinds of different shows. Everyone that I've met at Netflix, like that was on our Netflix reality show, has been incredibly kind. Shout out Trey, shout out Leanne, shout out QT. It's just genuinely, you know, it's like reality TV. It's unique people. Michael Horn, what is up? And welcome. We are covering Battle Camp. I hope you're ready. Front of the broadcast, Michael. Is your birthday October 23rd? Do I remember that correctly, Michael? Is your birthday October 23rd? Oh! Woo! That's right! That's right! I'm like that! Come on! Here's today's outfit. Boom. Ridiculous pants. Check. Sweatshirt from the HOH room. Check. Docs. Check. Like they're little penguins. Quack quack. Average sound of a penguin. So let's get into it. Thank you, Brandon Saint. I appreciate you. Saint Leo. Meet your cast. All right. I'm not gonna get too into it, but I did want to talk about the people who popped off the screen for me, okay? Remember, this is me selling it. This is not a hashtag ad. I wish it was. Netflix, send me some cash after the fact. Come on now. I know that Trey Venmo'd me about $6,000, but I don't know if it had anything to do with my coverage of Battle Camp and whether or not people should watch it. But our Netflix superstars have added to the slate of reality TV, and I'm hyped because this is pretty good. The show looks good. It feels fun, not too toxic. And yeah, I did want to talk about the people who stood out to me. Before I do this, so I know none of you are yes men, women, or yes them, who was your favorite, or who are you most excited to see on screen? And we can have the chat roll a little bit, because Netflix has a pretty wide array, a lot of dating shows, but they have The Mole, they have The Circle, they have Squid Games, The Challenge, and then they have like the Temptation Island, or you know, they like I don't know, all the dating shows. It's impossible for me to keep up with all the dating shows. No one from Love on the Spectrum, which I was upset by. I just know Tanner would have a great time out here. But I think that it was like interesting because of when they filmed this, but yes. We've got a lot of noise for QT. We've got Avery, we have Trey, Shuby. I don't think I like any of these fellas. I don't know. And Steven just like, I don't know these people. Steven, what I will say is this guy right here, Trey, gives off ape energy. He was in theater. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he's a choir guy as well. And he actually exploded his like liver or something on a run. He's a distance guy. He was training for a marathon and his like spleen exploded. Appendicitis perhaps, we don't know. But very ape coded. I feel like, you know, running combined with theater. Yes, all right, Steven. These are the people who stood out to me, all right? Full bias. Here's the host. His name's like Taylor or some shit. Yeah, liver's supposed to stay intact. Trey's exploded. Gunshot wound. He was shot. He was robbing a bank. The police officers got involved, but he got out, okay? Ice Trey, he crushed it. You know, he was a main character for Squid Games, The Challenge. It makes perfect sense for him to get invited back to this show, and we get to witness this man show that once wasn't an accident, twice is a coincidence, because he's got a lot of skills. Vinny, he did play with his mom. QT, her and I actually, we had beef during the RHAP Traders event. She actually led to my downfall. And honestly, I didn't have an answer. she just cooked me. I don't know. I tried to be like, guys, it's not me. But when QT says you're going home, you know, there's nowhere else to go. Especially when you combine her word with the weight of Bowie Jane. It was not my fault! I voted for her, and then she was like, Quinn sucks. I'm like, what? But no, I can never be mad at QT. She seems great. And I loved her on the show. She is someone who I feel like is extremely intelligent, strategic, and she will succeed no matter what she's on. And yeah, everyone should tune in. Then we have my guy, Shuby. Come on! Shuby is the guy! He's been on the circle like twice. I've met him in real life. He is so unbelievably nice. Oh my gosh. Shubes! He's the best. He's the best. I don't think anyone on the face of the earth has ever had a negative thought about Shuby. Oh my God, Jordan. First of all, Jordan, friend of the show, you're gonna love the end of this slideshow. I hope you're ready. You're gonna love this, okay? That's right, Jordan's here. Megastar, but Shuby crushes it. Kyle, I have no idea who this man is. He pulls up at like a random point in the season. Tim Gross, what's up, big dog? And I liked Kyle because I felt very seen. This is no spoilers. But yeah, Kyle cracked me up because he came in there with the right energy, and then when he wasn't delivering how he thought he would, he's like, man, this is hard. And I just loved that. So I love a like confident but self-aware king, because he was cracking me up. Avery, we literally raided her last night on Twitch. We were DMing literally today. She's really nice, and I like what she brings to the show. Oh, I hope you're ready, Tim. I talked about you with the Bryson Wynn people, so they should be coming up to you. Avery was on the mole, and I want you to know that in the Big Brother jury house, when Chemo got there, we started watching The Mole, and Avery was my winner pick. I liked the guy with long hair, but she just gave off winner. I have no idea if she won The Mole. We only watched like 2 or 3 episodes, but love her. She seemed cool. And then, yeah, just everything about her, you know, seems cool. I like her sense of fashion. I hope you're ready. Chase is a YouTube boxer, all right? And I hope Chase is nice in person, but he is kind of the actual villain of the season, okay? I'm not a fan, but I can't deny he did deliver. He did deliver. He brought something to the table. He was on Pop the Balloon. I put YouTube Boxer to bully him because he didn't exactly treat friend of the show Trey with the most respect. I'm just kidding. But like, he brings a lot. He brings a lot to like every show he's on. That's my understanding. So let me just say, on a personal level, I'm assuming this is all for TV. And so whenever I'm making fun of you, it's just for the broadcast. Maybe you're really nice. But no, I mean, I just think that he was kind of mean on this show. So that's why I feel comfortable talking a little shit. But if I find out that he was, you know, it's all an act, I guess I'll respect it, but I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know if it's an act. I don't know if he's actually like this. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Speaking of camp, all right? This guy, Tony, I don't want to spoil anything for the show, but oh my goodness. Matt's evil twin? Oh my god. That's hilarious. Tony's foot was on the gas. Like from start to finish. He is someone who feels things on 100,000. Like for him, there is no like casual reaction. And that's what makes a good reality TV star. Someone who reacts as if it's the end of the world, you know? When Joseph died in my arms and I'm weeping in the flower room, that's why I was cast. I don't know if it was on purpose, but that to me is like what makes me a good reality TV person, is because it matters. That's what any casting director is looking for from reality TV casting. You got to be hot, you got to be interesting, and you got to care. And he brings all three. He's crazy, he's unhinged, and he brings a lot to what he provides. He, to me, seems like a fun version of Chase. Like, if I'm at the club, if I'm at the reality TV club, I've got my crew. Jordan's right next to me. Right here is Corey. America, she's pulling up with the bevies. Because you already know she holds it down. Yeah, we're at Club Condo. Thank you. Chappelle's there, taking shots with Michael. And it's literally October 23rd, okay? So we're celebrating Michael's birthday. I see Tony over here. I see Chase over here. I dap up Jordan. I'll be right back, okay? I go, I talk to Tony. I'm like, what's up, man? My name is Quinn. I haven't seen the mole. I'm gonna be so real with you. But Battle Camp, you brought it, dude. I'm obsessed. And yeah, man, I hope to see you on TV more often. That's literally what I would say. Scenarios. Thank you, thank you. This guy is so fascinating. And now that it's been brought up that him and Matt are long lost twins, I would love to see them, because you just know they would be hanging out together, Tony and Matt, and out of nowhere they would have a set of free weights, guaranteed. I don't know, but I love it. He's so fun. He's so fun. He's a little sassy. But it all feels, this is the difference between him and Chase, right? Like with Tony, I get the sense that this is for TV. Chase, I don't know. And that's why I'm a little, like, nervous. Now it's time to meet your host, the football player turned podcaster, Taylor Lewan. And listen, I talked about this on my Instagram, like, subs only live. I don't know how or why, but this man is associated with Nebraska football. I don't know what it is exactly. I can't explain it, but he has something to do with the Cornhuskers. I don't know if he was a Cornhusker. He definitely wasn't. He played at Michigan. I don't know if he hates Nebraska, but he's something Nebraska. It makes no sense. He has a podcast. I've never watched it before, but he seems to be a cool guy. He seems to be okay. He hates Nebraska. That's what it is. So that's cool. But like, I've always associated him in Nebraska. What the fuck is this audio? But yeah. Was he a good host? He seems okay. He seems like a nice guy. I thought that he did a really good job towards the end of the season being like emotionally present for someone who was having a hard time. He wasn't terrible. My number one favorite thing about him is I loved that he very clearly loved Shuby more than everyone else. I love that he like he kept, it would be like he would acknowledge Shuby separated from everyone else, and I just love that he didn't even hide it. That's all I have to say about him. Yeah, he made his bias known in a way that cracks me up. Like, he's just Shuby. Like, oh, the best. Let's now discuss the format. Let me put my head where Trey is. What are you talking about? This is me. I'm Trey. The format. Fun versus function. And this is why I feel you should watch Battle Camp. the show is meant to be a good time. The show is not, they're not here to create the next Big Brother. They're not here to create the circle. They are here strictly, oh, let me hide my hands. They are here strictly to show off their fun personalities that they have on their show, contracted. It's hard to say. The reason why it's so low is that it looks like they were freezing cold. Every single time they were like bundled up. But this show does not care about the competitive nature. It did not, like, it didn't come here so that everyone thinks like, oh, so-and-so won Battle Camp. That means they're like the greatest reality TV star of all time. It is exclusively meant to be a good, fun side adventure. And I think that that is something that a lot of reality TV should do, in the same way that like Big Brother is extremely important to reality TV. I also think that Battle Camp is extremely important because, I don't know, I feel like people gravitate towards reality TV because they want to see someone like themselves, and it doesn't always have to be cutthroat. And I say that as someone who wants everything to be cutthroat. I loved it. Let's get into the set. Okay? Lorenzo, what do you think about the setting of Battle Camp? Wait, I'm happy you asked, no? Forgot I was by. How are you? Yes, K-Bear. It just feels like, hey, you know that person you liked? Here they are again. You know, it's just like, they're having a good time, so why aren't you having a good time? What I have to say is that this shit is gorgeous. Everything looked so great. They need to, this needs to become an Airbnb. All right. I want to take me and my friends out to Battle Camp. I love the announcer. It just is straight up gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Yeah, we're gonna host the Quinion meetup at Battle Camp. Everything looked great. Nighttime, even though it was freezing cold, everything looked gorgeous with like the fire and the flames. I have no clue, but we can look that up. It looks great. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And now I want to get into, this is the #1 selling point. This is the #1 selling point of the show. The Church of the Wheel. There's an omnipotent wheel that chooses your fate. There is a wheel that has no other investment outside of destiny, fate. And this show puts it front and center, okay? Whether you live or die is not based off skill. It is not based off competitive capabilities. It doesn't matter how good you are at talking. It matters if the wheel likes you. If the wheel doesn't fuck with you, you're gone. If the wheel loves you and says you deserve 250K, you're gonna win 250K, okay? This show is a battle of fates, and everyone has to clock in to the Church of the Wheel. The wheel! Like the little green man. Do you think the wheel is rigged? I think it's 50-50. I don't think so. I think that these shows have like professional adjudicators who have to make sure everything is, they have to be fair, since people are competing for money. So I think it's okay. I think it's good. To me, the wheel shows off perfectly why someone would watch this show. And that's because they like how random it is, you know? Like I said, we're here for fun. We're not here to, we're not here to see the best. We're here to see the fun. That being said, it's wheelie fun. All right, Michael, that's fire as fuck. They do not need to go to commercial break to end the episode on who's out. They can just end it because realistically, Netflix, we are here to binge it. That's the nature of Netflix. So you don't have to worry about us leaving, you know? I felt like Got to Get Out had that problem too, where I'm like, hey, you don't have to do a, you know, you're not jumping the shark here. Just finish the thought, please. Yes, the Church of the Wheel. I'm obsessed. This is an all-knowing God. I loved everything about this. This is phenomenal. Now, let's cast Season 2. Go ahead in the chat, name who are some of your favorite reality TV people from the Netflix cinematic universe. Go ahead and name your faves because I've got good news for you. Sammy from The Circle says Tom. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ignore that. Edit that out. That's right. How else will we decide who is going to be on Netflix's The Wheel show, Battle Camp, without the wheel? The wheel. Big money. Big money. Come on. Daniel. Ooh. Okay. Okay. And you know what? We'll just remove all instances. Hello. So we've got Daniel from The Circle. He was on The Circle. He's great. We have Dash Cats from Squid Game's The Challenge. Okay, okay. And you know what? We'll just remove all instances. Jack Atkins, friend of the show. What? That's crazy coincidence. It's like all people that I'm friends with. Yeah, we'll just remove all the instances just for fun. Let's just keep spinning this thing. Oh man. This is not rigged. It's very random. Sam, the big beard guy. You know, it's crazy. I actually met him at Over the Edge, and he's like 8 feet tall. That's crazy. We'll just remove all instances. Spin the wheel again. You know, we got a full show to cast for here, so make sure everyone gets comfortable. Jordan, yes, yeah, woo! Jordan was in this chat earlier. Close personal bestie, all right? I would die for Jordan. Jordan's still here! Yeah! I would die for Jordan, so obviously Jordan is gonna be on Battle Camp Season 2. We'll just remove all instances just for funsies, okay? Oh my god. Felicia. Wait, hold on. Everyone calm down. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing her name correctly.
From the Gambu game, because first of all, I wasn't even the leader of the Gambu gang, and I was staying low, laying low, a shinobi in the shadows, if you will. And I thought I was doing a really good job on being nice and social with everybody.
Get to it, man.
Yeah, I really want to know why. Not to mention how very inclusive I was being since day one. But yeah, the ball is in your court, Felicia. I am patient.
Felicia, yes. So, you know what? We'll just remove her from all instances. She's great. She's great. And it's so funny. She actually follows me. What's up, Offbeat Zero? She actually follows me on Instagram. So that's so crazy. Let's just spin this wheel. Random Netflix stars on there. We can't be certain who it is. Let's just spin the wheel. Big money, big money. Oh my gosh! Heather! Friend of the show! What? Oh, well, let's just get into the slideshow. So, luckily, I had my mod. Thank you, Kate Bear. As I was spinning the wheel, Kate Bear was, like, she was putting together the slideshow, so that's probably why. It's not like the wheel was rigged. You can't rig the wheel. So we had Dash from Squid Games. He appears to be friends with every single reality TV person out on the market. So, you know, he's gonna be that social threat. He's gonna, you know, he's gonna be crushing it. We have Daniel, and here's the thing. I die for him. I die for him. Met him in real life. He crushed it, okay? Everyone loves him. Everyone loves Daniel. No, but people can't get enough of Daniel. 6-hour line I waited in to speak to Daniel. How did the conversation go? I was punched in the stomach, called dirt, and then I got back in line just to experience it. That's how cool Daniel is, okay? Come on. Come on! Put your hands together! Jordan! Yeah! The best. Any questions? Any questions? He is the Dan Giesling of conversations. Okay? He's just so cool. Wait, you don't like this cast? You look great! You look great! I need to watch The Circle Period. I watched, like, clips of Jordan, but then I was like, wait, let me not spoil it. That's crazy. What news station is playing this? Heather, she is from Nashville. Daniel, what's up? Come on! Congrats! You're gonna be on Battle Camp! But Heather, she lives in Nashville. She's a bartender. We have a lot of, like, big time stars in the chat right now. I'm pretty geeked. I unfortunately didn't get to go to Whataburger with Daniel or Jordan because my car was hit with a comically sized tire. So I completely missed the what's in your hand. People usually call this a cup, and it holds a bevy. It's clear. It's called water. You drink it. Heather is really nice. She follows me on Instagram, and she was really cool. Oh my God, Michael. So I parked 8 minutes away, walking from the function. Because I was like, I want to park my car, make sure we're good, make sure no one hits it, you know? And then, as I'm walking back, go to the bathroom, and I go to the bathroom at this condo, and they're like, do you drive a red car? And I'm like, yeah. Enjoying life, excited. And they go, well, it was hit. There was a freak accident where the car that was parked behind me totaled. And the wheel, the tire, went flying off the truck and slammed into the side of my car. Freak accident, we have no idea. I tried to get the insurance information from the condominium, and they were like, we can't give that out without a police report. I called the police that night, and when I tell you, they did not care. I was like, hey, my car was hit. Like, you know, normally you file a police report, and that's like how insurance like has everything documented. They're like, well, you can just go online and submit it. And then they just like hung up, essentially. They gave me the website, and I said, can you email this to me? My phone is about to die. And they said no. and so with like 6% left on my phone, I found the website that they were talking about. They gave me the URL. And they're like, okay, yeah, now submit it. Thank you. And they hung up. I'm like, that's crazy. But yeah, that's what happened to my car. Very sad. It's very funny. I had Cassidy in my car, and we drove from that pregame to the, yeah, I have the craziest, like, I need to get cleansed. That's what I told Cassidy. Cassidy, told me, she said that she has, like, terrible luck with cars, all this stuff, and I was like, me too, that's crazy. We park, nothing happens to my car. I'm like, wait, we're good. And then when I sent her the picture, she said, I'm so sorry. Next up, Aruki Pupper. What is up? How are you? Thank you so much for the first time chatter. Wait. Also, speaking... Okay, yes. I knew I remembered Aruki. I knew I remembered that. It was so cool meeting you. That's so crazy. Thank you so much for tuning into my Twitch stream. That's really nice. Next up, super random that the wheel picked Jack Atkins, as like to call him. Great guy. He's also like 6'5". You're gonna tell me he won't crush it in all these competitions? He's a freak athlete. He's Chet Bond. He's great. I love this dude. Felicia. She brought the drama. There's a YouTube call-out post. Because she played the game too cutthroat. It's giving Quinn and Cedric. I'm obviously Felicia. You should literally be 5'6" instead. That's, yeah, Jack. Get the surgery. Get the surgery, Jack. Join the Short King conglomerate. All right? Jack is great. Very intelligent. He covers Survivor, so you know he's up to date. Exactly. Then we have Sam. Sam is also 6'5". I'm not kidding. He's the most ripped guy, like just straight up shredded I've ever seen in my life. And I need him on TV because he would be good at all these like very physical competitions. And that is why you should watch Battle Camp. I forgot it was called. I was gonna say Buddy Games. That's why you should watch Battle Camp. Any questions? I feel like I crushed that.